how it's gonna be. Huh, Naughty Dog. Hey guys, welcome back to News for the Astonished, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. And today, I have a bit of a story to share with you guys. And you might already seen this on multiple channels already. Sony and Naughty Dog are abusing the copyright system. And how are they doing this, you might ask? Well, anybody making videos regarding Naughty Dog and Sony's leaks about the new Last of Us Part 2 game, everybody's getting struck down, regardless if they're sharing any leaks or not. That's right. Here, in this day and age, you cannot have an opinion. And that is sad. Anyways, let's go ahead and read this article here that I found. This is on a reclaimthenet.org website. It's an article here that states Sony is abusing copyright systems to take down content of people just talking about The Last of Us 2 leaks. That's right, you heard it correctly. The way social media platform handles copyright notices is severely lacking, and Sony's taking advantage of it. Sony is belatedly pulling out all the stops and trying to prevent the spread of the leaks of its upcoming The Last of Us 2 game from appearing on the internet. This extends beyond targeting actual video content from the game posts with copyright strikes and shutting down of channels. What's interesting about these incidents of Twitter account and users being blocked is that the DMCA claims are now apparently valid in the case of the leak from The Last of Us 2 is so much as mentioned or mentioned linked to a tweet, never mind posting any actual leaked content. Gee, I wonder if my video is going to get taken down because I'm just talking about this article and talking about the whole Last of Us Part 2 debacle. The owner of the Geeks and Gamers brand announced on Twitter that one of his videos about the game was taken down for copyright reasons, asking followers to help him giving visibility to the story. So I'm not familiar with Jeremy Prime, but he tweeted out here stating, "I'm not doing anything until I talk to my lawyer about this in the morning. I showed no images. I gave no specifics about The Last of Us Part 2, yet my stream was taken down and I was issued a copyright strike on a clean channel. Tag people that you think can highlight the story. This video is no longer available due to a copyright claim by a third party." I discussed, meaning I used my words and my opinion to talk about what is happening to The Last of Us 2 with Naughty Dog and how they are abusing the copyright system, and then my video gets a copyright strike because of the opinions. Because I shared no footage, no images, and I did not even talk about any specific details of the leaks, Jeremy said in a video on the matter. So this guy is from Geeks and Gamers. I do follow him. I watch his content a lot. Puts out really great content. You should totally check it out when you get a chance. And he made a video about The Last of Us Part 2, and he even got a copyright strike. This is what the copyright strike notice looks like when you get it in your emails, folks. This is the bullshit that we gotta deal with now. And I'm trying to save myself from not ranting because, hell, even ranting and cursing could probably get your video taken down and flagged, or even copyright. Yep, that's right, because you know what? Cursing in your own videos means that you get copyright as well. The system is broken, folks. Another example is artist Storm Yura, who said that mentioning the now apparently unmentionable game in the context of the leaks associated with it will send Sony into a rage mode that can result in shutting down of users' accounts on large networks. So you get the point, right? All of these YouTubers, content creators, everybody who has a passion, and that's one thing that we have in common. We all have a passion for a well-known, beautifully crafted franchise that is The Last of Us, because the first game was wonderful. All these people who have a strong desire to play the sequel and passion for gaming in general, including myself, they're getting their stuff taken down. It's like Naughty Dog going like, well, F you, F you, F you. I don't care if you're a fan. You exposed our stuff, therefore you're gonna pay for it. Because you know why? We're the victims and you guys are the ones that are costing us. No, Naughty Dog, we're not. You're the ones that shot yourselves in the foot. You're the one that's throwing more wood into the fire by not only trying to damage control the situation, but now you're flagging and copy striking down people who are even mentioning about your debacle. They're not even posting the leaks. They're not even reposting the leaks. I understand if maybe somebody stole your intellectual property and put it out there and uploaded it as their own content, and then you went after them for legal issues, for legal matters. I understand that. I get that. Now, that you have every right to go ahead and go after them in a legal manner. But people even talking about it, we're talking about opinions here. People having opinions are getting struck down from the copyright system on YouTube, which is broken, might I add. And that is just completely asinine. You cannot do that, Naughty Dog. You know, the other day I was just thinking, when I was a little wee child, when I was a child, I would walk in occasionally with my parents, my mom or dad, into like Toys R Us. God, I miss that place. GameStop, or I don't know, brick and mortar stores, any kind of stores, Circuit City, Best Buy, whatever. I would walk into those stores and I'd look at a game that I really want to get, and I go like, huh, this looks great, this looks wonderful. Nothing of the imagination crosses your mind. Who made the game? Who are the people behind it? What was the process like? None of that stuff crosses your mind as a child because you don't really care. You know, it's that narcissistic behavior that you have as a child that's completely innate. And yes, we were all narcissistic at one point growing up, and we learned how to become humble as we grew up. But you look at the cover of a game, it's like, wow, that looks fun, I want it. None of that stuff crossed your mind. You never knew who were the people behind it. They were the ghost writers. They were the ghost creators about, for these games. You just had no idea what they went through to make this game. And all you cared about is playing the game. And once you stuck that game in your console and you played it, you're like, wow, that was an amazing game. Great experience. No drama whatsoever. But nowadays, thanks to social media, these companies get to shoot themselves in the foot. I'm quoting myself one more time. And they get to expose themselves for who they really are. We are so in touch with social media. We are so in touch with the companies that create our favorite products that we don't even have to do anything to get the worst out of them. And guess what? Naughty Dog is bringing out the worst out of themselves by doing this kind of shit. You know, it's ridiculous. Instead of remaining quiet and not fueling the fire even more by pulling this shit, they decide, you know what? Let's go after people for the wrong reasons. And guess what? Because they're engaging in this, they're just making themselves look worse than they already have. And what I mean by that is there's already rumors, if not a lot of claims that have been substantiated, that the employees at that company are experiencing crunch time, that they're being worked to hell. Like, it's even causing them to have health issues. Supposedly people are just collapsing at Naughty Dog, literally, because they've had to stay overnight. They don't even get to go home to see their families, their kids, their wives, their husbands, whatever. They don't get to do any of those things. And on top of that, to make matters worse, they're going after content creators who make a living, by the way, out of making content for the viewers like you and me. And I don't know, it's just ridiculous. And mind you, I don't know any specifics. There was a person on my channel that decided to post descriptive leaks about what they saw from the Naughty Dog leaks, but I'm not taking those spoilers into consideration because it can't be substantiated. It's just a person that's just messing around. But my point is, before I drag this video out longer than I have to, is Naughty Dog, you're doing the wrong thing by striking down content creators' content, basically. These people make a living off of talking about your brand and also other brands that they have passion for. I don't make a living off of this, and I don't know why the video that I made about The Last of Us, which got really good view, a really decent amount of views. I got almost 500 views. I don't know why that video wasn't struck down, but I'm gonna assume it's because I didn't leak any information at all and I was just discussing it. Then again, you can say the same thing about the other content creators that got their videos taken down and copyright strike, but all they did was just mention like the leaks. They didn't even talk about any specifics. But anyways, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Naughty Dog, you're making yourselves look bad. You keep shooting yourselves in the foot, and it's gonna make me not want to buy your product. I do want to buy the game because I am a fan of the first game, and I do want to play it, and I want to go in this blindly, and I want to also live stream on my channel. But you're making me really reconsider, because so far I'm not liking what I'm hearing, and I'm avoiding all spoilers. And do me a favor, anybody that's viewing this video, please do not post potential spoilers in my comments. I'm just gonna simply delete it and just mute you, and that's all. Anyways, guys, that's all for tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on bell notifications so you all don't miss anything. And as always, I will see you all in the next video.